Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Example. Find the prime factorization of 168 and 364. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to consider my first number, which is 168 from here. So I'm going to write 168 over here. And as you can see, 168 is my even number. So I will try to consider my factor as 2. So 2 will be my first factor. So let's divide 168 by 2. So I will first consider 16. And if I divide 16 by 2, I will get 8. And if I divide 8 by 2, I will get 4. Now, 84 is still a even number. So I will consider 2 as my factor. So 8 over 2 is 4. And then 4 over 2 is again 2. So as you can see, 42 is still a even number. So I will consider 2. So 4 over 2 is 2. And then 2 over 2 is 1. Now, as you can see, 21 is not an even number anymore. So I will try 3. So if I divide 21 by 3, I will get 7. So my last factor should be 7. So 7 over 7 is 1. So I can write the factor of 168 as 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 7. So as you can see, I have 1, 2 and 3 2's. So if I simplify further, I will write 2 to the power 3 times 3 times 7. And this is the prime factorization of 168. Let's consider a second number, which is 364 from here. So I'm going to do a partitioning over here. So my number is 364. As you can see, 364 is an even number. So I can take 2 as my factor. So 3 over 2 is 1 and I have 1 remainder. So this 1 remainder and then 6, which is basically 16. So 16 over 2 is 8 and then 4 over 2 is again 2. So 18 over 2 is 9 and then 2 over 2 is 1. Now, if you look at 91, 91 is not an even number. So I should try by 3. So I can divide 9 by 3. But then my remainder 1 is not divisible by 3. Another odd number, which is basically 5. But 91 is also not divisible by 5. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to try 7. So 9 over 7 is 1 and I have 2 remainder. So 2 and 1 is 21. So 21 over 7 is 3. So basically I have 13 if I divide 91 by 7. Now there's only one number that can divide 13, which is 13. So 13 over 13 is 1. Now let's write the factor of 364. So I will write 364 is equal to 2 times 2 times 7 times 13. And I got these numbers from here. So as you can see, 2 times 2, this is basically I have 2 2's. So I can write 364 as 2 to the power 2 times 7 times 13. And this is the prime factorization of 364. And this is how we will find the prime factorization of any given numbers.